We are doing Discord interviews today for an HR team for the Discord. It's very necessary, trust me. You may not think that that's very necessary, but in this Discord it definitely is. I did not sleep at all 2 nights ago. Like, I literally just full send did not sleep the entire day or night, and then I didn't eat anything and I drank an alcoholic beverage, and I then passed out for over, I think, 14 hours, and now I'm not feeling at my peak level of functioning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like Einstein right now. Hello, Badger. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
So Badger is our current HR officer that we have. He has been doing some great work for us. He hosted the anti-gooning seminar that we had a little while ago, and just overall has been doing some great work to protect the peace of the Beanlanders. The first official hiring round starts now. Our goal is to decrease degeneracy, goonery, and unregulated discrimination in this Discord. Someone had the question, unregulated discrimination. So regulated discrimination is okay? Yes, we do allow discrimination against children, bald people, and unfunny people in our Discord. I'm going to start with the first applicant, who is Milude, and as we go through this, I'm gonna pull up their application that they sent. Hello, Milude. Milude does not have his camera on because I believe he said that he is on some government watch list. Is that correct, Milude?
Yes, every 3-letter agency that probably exists in the U.S. federal government got my picture out on their Facebook pages, so I'd like to stay pretty much kind of anonymous other than my profile picture.
Understandable. I can understand that. As a woman on the run myself, I can definitely understand that. So I did also hear you mention while you're in the waiting room that you have another job interview after this. Is that correct?
In a way, the government has offered me a pardon, and I need to adhere to their policies, and that is not good for my legal status and otherwise law-bearing behaviors.
Do you have a lawyer present? I'm a little concerned right now.
I have hired a Walmart worker that works in online grocery.
Understandable. Your age category is older than the universe. Very good to have a wise individual on our team. And you said that for your reasoning to want to be a part of HR is that Beanland has a call to service, and I simply aim to serve honorably. What does serving honorably mean to you?
For me, I think that the day of reckoning has occurred. I aim to be the back in which that sun of a glorious morning of law and order is carried upon. I will serve this community with every ounce and fiber and being of my heart, my soul, my mind, and also my arm hair, which is thinning, but we shall prevail.
Okay.
Thank you.
Quick question. Do you know what the HR team does? We simply aim to serve as a point of comfort and a point of safety for this community.
I aim to be the ear in which the problems, the concerns, and everything that you could think of that would happen in the community would listen to. I want to be the one who you can run to, a shoulder to cry on, and honestly, just a friend. Thank you.
Okay. What is your stance on ironically gooning?
I do believe that gooning is a perspective. If you are not aware in which you are gooning, then maybe we need to have some educational classes to effectively get you on the right track.
So you believe that if someone is ironically gooning because they know what they're doing, it is still gooning and should be punished as such?
Yes, I do believe so.
I would agree with that. For your closing remarks, I would like you to give a final statement to the Beanland people. Why should they trust you?
The best thing that I can say is that if you go and you hear a 26-year-old man speak in a southern accent and say, hey, it's okay to be a gooner, I don't believe that you should trust him. And that's exactly why I think that you should go and trust me. I want to better Beanland, and I want to be your next HR representative. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Milude. I appreciate you coming out here and interviewing for today. So out of the HR positions that we have, would you be interested in becoming the Minister of Propaganda, the Chief Goontainment Officer, a janitor, or an intern in the Goontection Division?
I think minister would work for me.
Okay.
I would serve that role very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me administer the poll to the chat and you guys will decide. This is a rather high-ranking position, might I say.
Also 6 foot, by the way.
All right. So, Badger, what did you think of this applicant?
I think this is a strong applicant.
I mean, he's coming in pretty strong, asking for one of the top high-ranking positions in the Goontainment Division.
Right, and it seemed like he was very carefully picking his words there. I don't know if that's indicative of a deeper issue.
I think maybe that means that he'll be a good representative, though, and he won't say anything that we can't defend. One thing I will say, though, is that on his form, he did say the last time he gooned was that he's done it once or twice in his life, which isn't so bad, but,
Everybody falls short sometimes.
Everybody slips up. Yeah. All right, our next candidate is Mexatron. Hello, Mexatron. All right, good chat, good chat. Are you able to use your webcam for this interview? Are you on a government watch list as well?
I am, but I don't care.
That's okay. I think everyone has been at some point. So, for you, Mexatron, we have that you are also older than the universe.
I am, yes.
It seems to be the client pool we have here. And that your reasoning for wanting to be part of Beanland HR is to silently wield power directly from El Presidente. What does that mean to you?
That basically means that you're the figurehead, and so you get all the praise or blame, however you want to word it, and I, behind the scenes, enact your protocols, your orders. I kind of go in the shadows, look for gooners, trick them into thinking that, oh yeah, no, it's okay to goon, it's all right, no big deal. And then I take pictures, I take evidence, and then I use it as blackmail material later.
So a secret agent that would go undercover. I mean, this is innovative. This is a new position that we hadn't considered before, but I like the incentive that you have here. Your answer to the question, if a member violated the HR guidelines, what is the appropriate course of action? You actually chose other. You didn't choose any of the answers available. You forged your own path, and you said sliced apples in the blinding Sioux until they are a blind horse. Officers always need glue. What did you mean by that?
Well, officers always need kind of supplies, things like that, and horses, traditionally speaking, their hooves have been used for glue. So I figured kind of like cut down on HR costs. We'll get those blind horses, get their glue, and use it in the office. We'll get rid of any gooners, as well as cut down on the budget at the same time.
Right. Do you have any previous experience in the fields that you feel like would lend itself to this position?
In the field of gooning, I know all the tricks of the trade.
That was not the question.
I've known many gooners.
All right. Are you a reformed gooner, or would you say that you're a current gooner?
Reformed gooner, but nobody needs to know that except for the HR department.
All right. Okay. Understood. And do you have a particular position that you were interested in applying for, or you want to be the undercover goon-tection?
Undercover goon-tection.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'd like to be.
Do you have any final closing remarks for the Beanlanders that are going to be voting on your fate here today?
You don't necessarily know how good of a double agent I can be, so I'd like to get this position, prove to loyal Beanlanders that I have their best interests at heart, and then seek out those duplicitous gooners who are lurking in our midst.
All right. Thank you very much, Mexatron. You may now take your leave. Okay, there he goes. Badger, what did you think of that candidate?
I mean, we might be looking at a once-in-a-generation talent.
For the Goon-tection division. I want to send him right to the senior Goon-tective officer. He doesn't have particularly background experience in this specific field, but he does have experience in the gooning field, and he is reformed. So, I mean, I don't know what else you could really need for that job. Honestly, he seems like a trustworthy guy. Trustworthy? He'll leak something. Next up, our third... Where the f*** is Harvey? God damn it, Harvey! I can't leak our DMs again! Oh, let's go! Hi, Harvey!
Hi.
Thank you. You are just a little bit late to the interview. I am going to note that down. Some things that we noted about Harvey in the waiting room was that, number one, he does have some anger issues. We noted there was some holes in your wall that seemed to be from physical violence. Do you have any comment on that, Harvey?
Hang on, let me put on my work attire.
Came in appropriate dress.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Okay, understandable. Another thing that will give Harvey a few points on his interview today is that he did get changed on camera before starting the stream. Would have been a few more points if he got changed during the stream on camera, but I digress. So for Harvey, we had for his Discord user, Harvey. Now, do you think that's appropriate language, Harvey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be part of Beanland HR? I'm Harvey. What does being Harvey mean to you, Harvey?
Yes. I am Harvey. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Fantastic. I did see that the answer to the last time that you gooned is currently. Is that why your camera's so high up? Lock in! Harvey, lock in! This is a job interview!
Sorry, my bad. You made me spit out my drink. Yeah, so I misinterpreted the question.
Wait, Harvey, why are we wearing matching outfits?
Sorry, let me get you a napkin.
Yeah, you spat all over me. I'm actually soaked right now. Your answer to if a member of the community violated HR guidelines, what is the appropriate course of action? You said all of the above, which includes feeding them a stew that makes them blind for a day, giving them a stern warning, running to Beans and reporting them, and also gulagging them and feeding them only apples for days straight until they believe they are a horse.
Well,
in what order would you administer this punishment?
Let's start off with the blinding, so they don't know where they're ending up, right?
Right.
I will then feed them apples and try and bring them to the gulag.
So they believe they're a blind horse.
Then I'll say they have been very naughty and after that's all done and I did not forget about them and they did not starve in the gulag, I will probably tell you that you might want to check up gulag.
Then you'll let me know what happened. Got
cool.
it. Okay. Honestly, excellent use of free will and excellent use of power. So for a quick skill check, I have a request for you. Can you, as the position that you wanted to apply for was Minister of Propaganda, would you mind delivering a roughly 30-second corporate apology for the community's behavior? So let's say something diabolical has happened yesterday, the goonitude of which has never been seen before, okay? It was bad. It was bad. People left. People called the police, okay? How would you go about it? You can think for a second.
I would, well, I don't want to alarm the people, so I would make it look like an illusion. They
So
all
nothing
have
happened. You would say nothing happened.
Nothing ever happened. It's all in their head. If they start mentioning it, I will stare at them.
Oh god, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I will stare at them menacingly, and if they don't stop after that, they will, I don't know, maybe defenestrate them. That sounds pretty fun.
I love defenestration. That's one of the classics. That is one of my favorites, in fact. All right. I noticed also that you chose the Catgirl outfit for your work attire. I mean, honestly, you were the only person that chose the correct answer, so I do appreciate that. I appreciate your dedication to professionalism. Do you have a final statement that you can give to the people of Beanland on why you should be hired for the Minister of Propaganda? Sorry, I mean marketing.
I am watching you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. So now we will have the chat vote, and Harvey, you'll be contacted via DM on the results. Thank you very much, Harvey.
Don't you f***ing dare.
Okay. Badger, what do you think of this applicant?
And the story of this candidate is ups and downs. Coming in late, just not the kinds of things that we like to see in HR.
It's true.
He did gain a few points by
undressing on camera.
He did pick the correct answer in the Catgirl. However, he also immediately threatened you afterwards, so it's a lot of ups and downs.
I like a candidate where I don't know what to expect from him, though. I think those are the most creative. Oh, wow. Harvey is actually, it's a 50-50 split on whether or not he should be hired. Wow. Badger, your vote. Oh, actually, never mind. It's no longer 50-50. Congratulations, Harvey. I was going to say your vote will turn the tides, but never mind. It actually doesn't matter even remotely. And our next candidate is Tacon. Hello, Tacon. One thing I'd like to ask you, Tacon, is I saw on your application form that you wrote Tacgoon. Was that a Freudian slip or a typo, or what did you mean by that? Because I believe you're...
Ain't nothing accidental about it, you know. I figured this is gonna be an interview in front of my peers. I shall use the name my peers have given me.
Okay, I see. I can respect that. Your age category is 21 to 25, which makes you one of the young applicants. The answer that you gave to why do you want to be a part of Beanland HR is that you want to bring back casual Fridays, jeans in the office on Fridays. Can I ask what casual Fridays means to you and why you want jeans in the office on Fridays?
Casual Fridays, specifically in contrast to competitive Fridays, because people be putting in too much effort. It's Friday. I want to be lazy. I want to not have to worry about having ironed pants. I want to slip in a pair of jeans, put my shoes on, put a top on, come into work, you know?
Okay,
simple.
So you truly want to be a voice of the people and speak to the higher-ups, kind of be a communication point and let us know what's going on and what people want. So do you have relevant experience? You said yes, but you did not elaborate. Would you care to elaborate a little bit on what previous experience you have in the goontainment or any of the sort of like sectors that we have going on right now? What previous experience are you bringing to the department?
Yes.
Right. Yes. Okay, for your response to violating HR guidelines, feed them a stew that makes them blind for a day. For the appropriate work attire, you chose the Batman in a hot dog costume. The correct answer was actually like maid outfit, but that's okay.
But what if it's casual Friday?
Yes. I hear your point. I hear your point on casual Fridays, and honestly, I am willing to accept this answer and not deduct points. What title were you interested in obtaining here?
You know, I'm all about boots on the ground. I will be an intern in the goon section. I will serve under my platoon leader and
anti-gooning leader. We can't let them know about. We can't let them.
Yes, my bad. Sorry.
Do you have a final statement to give to the Beanland people?
Yes, because kittens. Daddy will be very mad if he isn't on the HR committee.
That felt like a gut punch directly to my soul. I'm not gonna lie to you. That hurt me physically and mentally. Thank you for a deeply uncomfortable experience, Tex.
Thank you for the chance to express myself on the internet.
Right. Anyways, security, get him out of here. Now, Badger, what did you think of this candidate?
I'm frightened, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, I was overwhelmed by an absolute wave of fear the moment the word kitten came out of his mouth. It's after the great incident of 2023, honestly, it's just never something I ever wanted to hear again. Our last applicant is Hydra, also known as Big Beans. Badger does have a little bit of a conflict of interest right now as he's romantically entangled in every possible sense of the phrase with Hydra. So I'll still ask your opinion at the end, but do keep that in mind, chat. These two are madly, desperately, and homoerotically in love. Hello, Hydra.
Hello.
I can't do this. I can't do this. Okay. Hello, Hydra. Wait, no, come back. That is a lovely sweater you're wearing there. You look very HR compliant.
I'm outside, so something that Gooners cannot do.
That's
so
true. Look at him. He's outside. This is already off to a fantastic start. Okay, so you are also 21 to 25, one of the younger applicants that we have here today. As for why you wanted to be a part of the Beanland HR, you said that after attending the mandatory HR briefing on gooning, I would like to be part of the solution. What does solving gooning in this Discord mean to you, Hydra?
It means a lot, you know. As an active member, I went to the anti-gooning seminar, and it really inspired me to be a part of that, you know, push for less gooning in the Discord. It showed a path forward where there was none before, and I want to be part of the people building that path forward.
Excellent answer. I also wanted to ask, do you have any previous experience? Because do you have any relevant experience? You said, no way, get real.
No way, get real.
And I'm just wondering what you meant by that.
I don't think that anyone has, you know, the exact experience that's needed. Everything, you know, is its own beast, and everything has to be approached in its own way.
Coping
so when
on
I said
joblessness.
no way get real, that was because even if someone has approached this situation in a different place at a different time, you know, they wouldn't have that. It's not going to be the same exact situation. So you can't have exact experiences like this.
Whatever that means, but sure. You also said that if someone were to violate an HR guideline, the appropriate course of action would be to feed them a stew that makes them blind for a day. How do you make a stew that blinds someone for a day?
So I actually learned it in childhood. It's a bit of a secret, so unless you've had some, you can't make any.
Understand.
But
okay.
If you're biting hair, usually as a child, that's when you would learn how to make it because you are forced to eat it.
Mm-hmm. It's the natural remedy. I think every child that has bitten hair knows this. Is there a particular title that you were interested in going for in the HR division?
I was thinking about going for the janitorial position because
the janitor.
I'm not a very outspoken person. I like to make things run in the background, and I think the janitorial.
Yes.
I've had those experiences, you know, when I saw that there was a stance for anti-gooning. That's why it was so inspiring to me, because of those previous gooning experiences.
Encounters we'll call them. All right, do you have any final closing statements?
You know what, I may not have all the experience, but I've been inspired to do this work, and I just hope that they vote for me.
All right, thank you so much, Hydra. We appreciate your time. What did we think of that candidate, Badger? And don't say anything about his beautiful eyes.
Just wow. This is an extremely strong candidate, the likes of which we haven't seen since our first candidate in here.
Canada.
Shows insane levels of dedication. And as we were previously privy to, he's out there in the middle of a tornado warning.
Yeah, and he's still outside doing this interview. So this is a man that has priorities, and he has them absolutely straight, even if he is not 100%.
It's dedication. It's dedication. That's all I can say.
And do you have any personal anecdotes or any, you know, like, can you speak for this candidate as someone who knows him personally? Do you think he would make a good janitor?
I think that he would make an excellent janitor. He almost always keeps things clean. And
what do you mean by that?
Listen, I've looked through his chat logs already to make sure he wasn't cheating.
Mm-hmm.
It's sparkly clean.
Sparkly clean and shiny, just like his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you shedding a tear or are you moaning?
Anyways, good candidate.
I believe that wraps up the like pre-round of hiring. So I think everyone got a yes. Hydra got a yes. Yeah, it looks like everybody got a yes. So from that, I believe you said that we should look through the chat logs of each candidate as well, just as like a, you know, to be sure. And then when we're done, I will put on screen the title and the status of each individual. All right, let's start with Milude. Now, me personally, I've never seen Milude gooning.
Not once.
Let's see, a quick little run through here. I'm not seeing anything goonery. And we saw Beans having a little bonfire. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. That annoying woman, he called Jennifer Coolidge annoying. I don't think we can hire him. I think
it's pretty clean.
It looks pretty clean. Milude passes. He's hired. Congratulations, Milude. Okay, next person we're gonna be checking is Mexatron. Anyone here f with Life is Strange? Said the lesbian maidenless. Oh, hell no! He is insulting me in my own Discord. Beans an old man error. Okay, I mean, I can feel my taint cringe. What is this about?
Okay.
Oh, this was just in response to a cringe video. I mean, that's fair enough. Have you found anything of concern?
I have not found anything of concern, but I will say it seems that he joined the channel on 12/12/2022.
Oh, Jesus, you're going back far.
His first message in all of the server is, none of these numbers are 420 or 69. I'm disappointed, which is based.
Based as fuck. Next person that we're going to be background checking is Harvey. Okay. 2,980 messages. That's pretty fucking steep.
The first thing he did when he joined the server, 2023, sent a single video in vids for stream on who is the best mall Santa.
One thing he did say is, who doesn't like armed conflict between nuclear armed nations?
Seems a little political, but I will say on January 29th of 2023, he posted only Pokemon Smash or Pass.
Pokemon Smash or Pass? That was Harvey? I remember doing
in
Pokemon
Dream
Smash or
Idea.
Pass. All of them were Pass, because...
I don't know how to say that.
What?
I don't know how to react to that more.
Oh. Anyways, I don't know if we can accept him purely based on this here burger. I don't know how to feel about this. It's just interesting. He also posted a screenshot of him playing League of Legends.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, you think you know a person. However, he seems like he would be a pretty good candidate for the propaganda position, because he do be taking a propaganda.
I'm just gonna reply to something in general chat, and you tell me what you think about that.
You know, I've seen a lot of things in my day, but honestly, for a League player, this isn't that surprising. Interesting. One of my kittens has escaped. That's just my work attire. I mean, that's fair. It goes with the work uniform of a maid outfit very well. Oh, also, my little brother gave me, that sounds weird out of context, but he was a cat girl for Halloween, so he gave me that costume. So now I have a cat girl costume in case I need one for, you know, work.
Okay.
Next, we're going to be looking at the logs of Tacon in the air. Let's see. Only 727 messages, but he's only been to the server for, I think, less than a year.
He is a smaller sample size, so there should
Hey,
be
but
less
smaller does not
doing.
necessarily mean less powerful. Okay, this is an interesting gif. Why would he post that? In Goon Club, nonetheless. Hey, he seems to be one of the most active chatters in Goon Club, I will say. Winner gets a pic of Badger's feet. How do you feel about that, Badger? Do you feel harassed?
I did not ask for this. However, let's just check what I'm replying to here.
I'm down to E-cuck. Who cranking they shit right now? Beating it to Badger right now. Can I demonstrate? This was during the anti-gooner seminar. Got lotion on my shit right now.
Check the context of it. I think it has to do with inflation.
Well, no, he said he conflated some stuff and I made the joke, keep inflation kink out of Gen, please. That was simply a framing by me. What is this?
Oh.
I didn't like it on Instagram! I didn't like it on Instagram! You have no proof!
One more. Last one.
What?
You can just look at the conversation and you can judge.
Oh, princess, daddy's in the mood for some rivals. And then the foot emoji and a clapping emoji. Tacton, who are you talking to? Pete clap.
And then down, he doubles down.
And so I responded with the cursed emoji. And to this, Tactoon says, well, tips Fedora. I believe Fedora is spelled out wrong with a PH instead of an F. Wucky me, the bean princess. Badger, can you read it? I can't.
Well. Tips Fedora, wucky me. The bean princess wants to play. Who's our next,
Wait, sorry, I'm a little bit stun-locked here. Hydra. Let's see. 3,000 messages.
active member here?
Active member. Nope, get real. No way. What was the first thing he said?
He joined the server. His first message was the shrug emoji.
Emomi.
Yes. Then he says Peeble.
People! Yeah, his name used to be Pebbles. I did see one thing that he claims to be a furry.
Oh.
I mean, furries can be cool, but I'm not seeing any active gooning at all, actually. Morning Wood? I'm Morning Wood. Sister, no kiss? What? Oh, she no come.
He sends a message on 4/8/2025 is a picture that says male cheetahs have a special bark that causes female cheetahs to ovulate on command.
Yeah, I can do that.
He responds and says, I have this too, but for dudes.
It's true. There ain't nothing wrong with being a truthful guy. Who up playing with a worm?
Ah.
Chicken dupe. What is this?
What Why do women only like jerks who treat them like shit?
Badger, what's this?
Why do guys only want bitchy
Wait, hold
bimbos
up.
who walk all over them?
If you look in beams, this is a conversation in between Tacon and Hydra that seems that they might have at once been in cahoots.
What the fuck is this image? Do these cats have boners? I mean, Badger, what do you think?
This is some sketchy history. See, here's a message from Hydra as well saying, I would send a pic of me in the bath with the shower on, but it's just
Did
my
he do
toes
it?
sticking out of the water on the end.
It's his toes sticking out of his out of the water. Where is this image and how can I gain access?
I know it's not real. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
He did not send it, which might be, listen, might be good.
I don't think that's good. I'm upset
Might be
about
good
it.
that you need to calm yourself.
I'm sorry. I know we
You
talked
must be
about this.
professional here.
I'm a reformed gooner, guys. I haven't done it in about 30 minutes. I have real employment. Oh my god, Rice, I thought you died! Congrats on your real employment. I missed you. My cheetah Bart going crazy right now. Mexatron? Did we decide on Harvey? I think we are hiring Harvey as Minister of Propaganda, right? Minister of Poop. Wait, Badger, it's funny. I said poop. Badger.
Okay.
Badger.
This is
Anyways.
a serious moment here.
I'm sorry. What's the serious moment?
This is an important position.
That's true. These are well-paying jobs. Okay, what is the verdict on Tacon? Are we hiring him as intern of Goontection?
We might need further deliberation.
Please hire me! He did say please.
He did say
He
please.
said please. 1 minute vote if Tacon should be hired or not, guys. What do we think? I mean, the results say yes, but it's not exactly a unanimous decision.
Listen, why don't we give him a little challenge?
Okay.
We'll do the Kahoot. There's 7 questions.
And we'll see, based on the Kahoot, if he passes or not.
Get him
All right.
if he can get top 3.
All right, Tacon, let me bring him in to discuss this with him. Tacon, hello. So the topic of your hiring has become a little bit of a controversial point in the department, and we've decided that if you can get top 3 in the Kahoot, then you will be hired.
All right.
739. Hi, Harvey. What are you doing in the meeting room?
I want the lower latency, metagaming.
All Dragon, anyone else that joins Baked Beans, but you have to stay quiet or else. Harvey, why is that your profile picture? Who is that? Who is that? Why is he looking at me like that? Gay porn. All right. Sorry, Paygorn.
Who?
I think we're ready to start the Kahoot. Quiz. Which one of these is an HR risk? Someone sending memes in general chat, a minor posting a selfie in a channel, the pestilence, and someone joining the server and staying high. All right, who said sending a meme? Everyone else got it right.
Top 5.
Top 5. So Tacon isn't even on the board as of yet.
Which one of these is an example of gooner behavior?
Kissing Badger on his wet mouth, saying, I am licking my screen when you see a picture of beans, sharing a picture of your meal to the Discord, and again, the pestilence.
So contrary to popular belief, kissing Badger on his wet mouth is not gooner behavior as long as it is consensual.
Okay, but you didn't say that. What if licking the screen when I post a selfie is consensual?
Next question.
Oh god damn it, I got sent to the gulag. The goon log. Which of these is an example of gooner behavior? Explaining how much you love BDSM, being British, creating a tier list of your favorite Marvel rival characters, and posting your favorite playlist. Hire me, Beans, I'm very efficient. How old are you? Being British was answered. Who answered being British? Oi! You listen here. You listen here, alright? I don't see Tacon.
He's not in the top 5 here.
What should you do if you see someone exhibiting HR unfriendly behavior in general chat? Enslave them in the lake of fire, give them a smooch, do witchcraft on them and their family, or create a report and request that they be sent to the HR office. I'm 16. I think you're technically supposed to be at least 18. Sorry. Okay, Tacon. Okay, Tacon. On the board.
You've got 3 questions to
Make a comeback. A comeback, if you will. Come on back.
I might strike you from the Kahoot after that one.
All right. Which of these is a gooner comment? For me, I give Beans full access to my social security number and bank accounts. This is just good civilian behavior.
All right. Rice is now in first place.
I mean, clearly we have a child prodigy of the anti-goon here.
This is an important one. Is comedic gooning ever okay?
If both the audience and viewers of your comment are okay with it, literally never, always okay. And it's okay if I think it's funny. Who said it's okay if I think it's funny? I misclicked, please.
You've snuck into the 4th place.
No, I'm 3rd place. I'm Big Dick Beans.
Oh, the
What are you, fucking blind?
last one.
What is the correct response if 2 people are arguing about politics in general chat? Fap your thug until it smells in the VC. Join in and win! Ask them to chill out, or freak the fuck out and DM Beans about it. There is one correct answer. Fap my thug till it smells. Let's see the results. Let's see.
We ready? The podium.
Number 3, dwarf. Number 12, cock. Number 2, big dick beans. Let's go. Number 1, employee of the month.
I feel like we need to strike
Rice.
you from the records
Why?
here. Bean.
Masturbator and janitor also. Very good job. Every question was answered correctly by most participants. Fantastic job, Anti-Goon Squad. I'm very proud of you all. I'm also dyslexic, I think.
Still second place. Important to note.
Good representation for the dyslexic community. All right, so it seems Tacon will not be getting hired. I hope you can find a job elsewhere, but there is now an intern position open at the Goon Detection Division, so if anyone's looking for an internship, call me. And we will meet again. We will meet again next stream. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue sky something far away. I see a cowboy.